All right. With that, though, we are live. Welcome back to the world of Mundus,
Woohoo! Welcome
everybody.
back.
I
Sorry, I'll let you do it.
no. You're it's. I'm glad to be back. However, we are running a little bit late. We're also currently down
Two people.
the blind squared group, which is I think they're just running late. I don't know
Oh,
what's happening.
I get it. They can't see the clock.
Mmm. Poor excuse, but
Well, I mean,
they
Archer just sent us a message.
oh,
She's with a friend in Ohio.
oh.
Io.
Okay.
Now, either she's with a friend from Ohio, because I've seen that happen.
I'm not too worried about it. We'll figure it out. But in the
Big
meantime,
loss. Make sure her character dies.
I mean,
we shall find out, won't we? Alrighty. Who's doing the recap this week? I understand, but somebody's gonna do the recap, right?
I'll try it.
Go
Do
for it.
We blew up the weather dome after deliberating it on just a tiny bit more before we started. Then deliberated on who's going where. After, I think, what was it, 20 minutes, maybe a half hour? It feels
Probably.
like we finally decided that June would be going and be trying to figure out where the portal is. She figured it out that it was in the give me 2 seconds to pull up the map.
Lich Ward.
Which
Thank you. Yep, Lich Ward. And that it was near Corzar's mansion. Or manor. I don't remember which word you used.
Aren't they pretty much the same thing?
Kind of.
Yes.
Of course, he probably lives more like on a villa.
Mansion is smaller than a manor. Or bigger, excuse me. Reverse that. Anyways, we started heading to the warehouse where the portal is located, and ran into an old friend turned maybe enemy, more than likely. Did some talking, could not get John to not do what he's doing. I mean,
I love it.
kind of partially our fault for not calling on him when we had a literal telephone with us. Sorry, Valnar.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that could have been done differently that weren't.
But yeah. So
We're gonna die.
John's a nuke. We already knew that, but it's kind of reiterated here. Hammered the point in, shall we say. That, paladins are OP in any case they are in. How much damage did he do to you, Valnar?
Oh god, what was it, like 82?
Over 80? How much HP did you have left when he was done?
30 something, I think, because I healed.
Oh, okay.
I think it was 37 because I healed.
You healed for 70, so just take away
so
whatever.
37.
Yeah. Rip was telling me that he thought he could have taken you down in one more hit with a bonus action, but John was in the middle of a group, and so he did something else with the bonus action. that didn't do 25 damage, roughly.
Yeah, I thought it dropped you to 25 health, not 30 something.
No.
And if that was the case, then he would have potentially what I was telling him, Deanoch, there was, if he would have had more people fail that wisdom save, he probably would have used his bonus action to make another attack rather than using that ability with the lightning that he used, which maximizing damage was 25 points of damage on a non-crit. So yeah, that's why it was kind of
And then Tim surprised John.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah.
More that was a good response.
Oh. More like, oh, that's new.
That's not good for me.
Then he called out all the little shrimps, who, what are they again? Just various forms that we don't know yet?
They're like minions. They're just humanoids for the most part.
Oh.
They're not zombies, clearly.
No, they actually seem to have intelligence. Whether or not they are being controlled, blackmailed, or other is unclear as of this moment.
So
they
it
look
would be
like
a bad idea.
Inhabitants.
Do they look like inhabitants? Yes, I would say that. They do look...
it would be a bad idea to throw big spells.
I do have a solution for that eventually. I was going to get through the recap before I said anything about it, though.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, we ended on clarifying something that just was lost in translation. How we were thinking we had gotten across that we were going to be bringing in our paladin and cleric friends,
or at least some of them.
But what became apparent was, like I said, miscommunication, mistranslation in what we were saying. So we're just kind of saying they were behind us and now they're catching up.
Yeah. I will say go ahead and take your
I heard the commotion.
And while they roll in like a hurricane, because of the here we are, I'm actually going to retcon our retcon a little bit, okay?
Ow.
And what I'm going to say is when you guys arrived and these guys, the henchmen kind of arrived, the paladin and clerics are going to actually surge forward and say that they will take care of the individuals on the ground.
Oh.
So people like this one, this one,
all them beds.
This one and these two.
Yeah. You know what? I did not plan for those two. I didn't notice they were on a roof. So they're now on the ground.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so I don't have to throw big spells at them.
So what I'm going to do...
Is this one on
he
the
is
ground?
On the ground.
Or...
He is on the ground.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this guy forward. And this guy forward. And then I'm going to just select all of these guys. And I'm going to hide them so that we're not confused. Does that sound...
Oh, okay. You need to unhide one of them. Who's the guy who you had on the turn order?
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Well, they're at the very bottom, weren't they?
This one? And this one?
They didn't have a turn order yet. Or at least it wasn't revealed.
Well, so here's the other thing, too. If your cleric and paladin friends are taking care of them, they don't need a turn order.
Right.
So,
but we still have the ones up here.
This is true. I was just going to have them act after John, but if you want me to roll initiative for them, I can do that.
What do the rest of you think? I'm
Yes.
fine with it.
I'm fine with whatever. Whichever way.
All right.
Make a roll for it.
This guy's
Hopefully
gonna
they
go
get a
bye-bye.
nat 1.
And just because you are easier to add to the turn order, you are being added to the turn order. And I will go ahead and roll their initiative. Okay.
The dice are not in my favor.
They are using.
Right-
You rolled a 3.
Right
How?
after John, aren't they?
We rolled shit.
Yeah.
Both Valinar and I rolled a nat 1
Yeah.
for initiative.
You're just lucky that there wasn't a
Oh.
surprise round.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 19 with a plus 3 dexterity. So, or yeah, no, 2 plus 2. Sorry, brain. My brain farted it for a minute. They have plus 3 proficiency bonus is what I'm doing in my head. So, yeah. So,
Yeah.
that is what happened at the very end of the turn order, or the turn combat last time. And
So these are the guys that are left to engage us.
yeah, there are, I guess there's technically 4 of them. I just don't plan on this one up here living very long. However,
What makes you say that?
I mean, however, it turns out he's gonna have a turn before you murderize him. What's this one sound like?
Was this the awesome music that we were listening to last time?
I don't remember which
The
one we were
somber
using.
music.
So
We were
what
using something somber.
We were, but I feel like this time
Oh,
around
it was-
we can use something.
It was
a little
something.
bit more.
I believe it was something official D&D.
I doubt it. Most of the music I'm using is by Michael Gelfi.
Ah,
Yeah, we pretty much turned everything we've got over to him.
Yeah, we have
All
Michael.
our
We
music.
basically have Michael Gelfi and Kevin McLeod.
McLeod.
Yeah. So, with that though, I'm gonna say let's dive right back into it so that we can get through as much as we can tonight.
Let's get these dice rolling.
Yeah. So, with that, top of the turn order is Xenos, which he is currently under a net. He cannot do much for his turn.
Wait, when did he end up under a net?
Whenever the guys came out and attacked, I thought he did. Or maybe they didn't attack.
No.
I
thought
remember there being a net. I was like, how did he end up in a net?
Oh wait, no,
they
it was
did
only.
nothing.
I thought okay, then it was only the one guy. There was one guy. I thought there were more than one guy that came out and attacked. So then it was just the one. So then that's my bad for misremembering what he did. So he will actually be able to act, and he will. I don't think he had Shadow Blade up.
No.
No, but he actually is frightened, so he cannot get closer. Oh, speaking of which, Katya, you're the only one frightened other than Xenos. So you actually were able to make a Wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn last turn to shake the fear effect. So go ahead and roll another Wisdom save for me.
Not that it'll help much because my Wisdom save is crap. 10.
That's a fail.
Of course. Figures.
What was it? His DC anyway. I forgot to write it down.
I think it was 19, I want to say.
I think it is, because I think Denox succeeded by 1.
Sounds about right.
We're gonna go with that for right now, anyway. So he actually cannot get closer. So instead, he is going to just move here and Eldritch Blast with disadvantage. So
Eldritch Blast
here, and we're gonna roll. Always with a disadvantage for now, so that I don't have to do this over and over again. And Where's Eldritch Blast? There you are. Badoop.
Give it a second.
Yep. It's even slow on my end.
20.
Miss. It's a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think his AC is 21.
It is. 9. At least it's a 2, not a natural 1. And he has 3 beams.
19.
So unfortunately, all 3 beams will miss, and he just, dang it. And then he will make a wisdom save at the end of his turn. He does not have disadvantage on this one, so he will roll a 20, which he doesn't have disadvantage. He does not have disadvantage. So he will roll a 20 and will actually just be enough to shake the fear effect, as he kind of is upset at himself for remaining afraid for this long. He shakes the fear effect. I am not going to have him do anything with the bonus action, just to keep things moving. Now the minions will act.
They actually get to do something this fight.
Yeah, now this one is going to throw a net on Xenos, which...
Not the net!
Are you kidding me? I roll a natural 20 for a net throw?
Oh, he threw the net very well.
At least it's not on John hitting and smiting.
That'd be my death.
I honestly cannot remember. Does a net even deal damage? I don't think it does.
No, I don't think so.
If it does, it deals like a D4.
Restraints or whatever.
Like, I think the only way it does is if it's
too much about it.
Covered in barbs.
Something like that.
Anyway, Xenos becomes grappled and restrained. This one is going to move up here and is going to attempt to shank Katya.
No, don't touch me!
He does not have advantage on the attack. First attack is a 10.
Really?
Yep.
That's a miss.
Neat. Second attack.
I mean, these are just clubs.
Oh, right. I forgot. I'm hasted right now.
That's a good thing to make note of. We'll go ahead and
let's put that on me.
Lightning bolt on you.
Yeah.
The next one is a 17 though.
Oh, that just barely meets.
Okay. You take 11 points of slashing damage as the sword kind of rakes across your back.
Ow!
This one is gonna step over here. Stay and take two shots with a long this kind of wicked looking longbow towards Asta. So there goes the 2 rolls. Ooh, what's her AC? I might just hit on both of those. Her AC is 17, so I just hit on both of those. Yeah, one is a 17. The other one is a 19, but that is okay. So we got and then that one is okay. Not pretty decent damage from a scrub. That was 23 points of damage from the 2 shots. And then what's that other guy gonna do? Oh, I fucked that up. I messed up.
What did you do? What?
I had people do the wrong actions. It's fine. can't fix it now. Just based off of how I did it. So this one down here is gonna take 2 shots with the longish bow at Katya.
Long-ish bow.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. Two shots. Both of those are gonna hit. The lower of the 2 is a soft 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're not quite long bows, but they're not short bows.
No,
So
actually,
they're composite.
no, they're actually kind of they're a heavy longbow is actually what they are, which is
Recurve.
what?
Nothing.
Recurve.
So the first hit is 11 points of damage,
Ow. Again.
and the second one is 13 points of damage.
Jesus.
How you doing?
Well, I'm at half from where I started tonight.
That's not super helpful, honestly.
Less than half my total.
Hey,
Of
nuke
course, that's not hard to
time.
do.
That time now it's John's turn. John,
Aye.
being a
He's
John,
a tactical nuke.
not being a dummy, is gonna 5-foot step to not be flanked.
Dang it.
And he is going to look at Tim and be like, "That's new. I have a new trick too." And he is going to grab his 2 swords together in one and a 2-handed grip like a long sword, and the lightning and fire just begin blending together, creating a solid blade. He is going to use
No.
He is going to
Yeah.
use his charge ability, which is called Destroy That.
Really?
That's what I named it. Destroy That. It's a fun ability of his. If you guys do your inspection
love
checks,
it.
you can potentially figure out what it does. And
Yeah,
now
this is
Keep
gonna
forgetting them inspections, damn
I
it.
get to hold. So you want the good news or the bad news?
Yes.
Which one is it? A crit?
It is a natural 20.
Fuck.
That's the
But
bad
it's on
news.
Tim.
That's the bad news. The good news is this attack can't actually crit.
Huh.
It cannot actually crit. However,
Interesting.
because I rolled a crit, the ability immediately recharges
Shit.
and it deals a line of damage rather than single target. So, Denock, I need you to make a dexterity
fuck
saving
you.
throw. Hey, at least it's not a hit, it's a dex save. And I gotta go roll
Oh, didn't see
Still
that
not the
coming.
greatest thing.
roll some
11. Yeah, no, I'm getting hit. This is gonna hurt.
give me a minute. I gotta to go to my dice roller here.
Oh,
What is that?
Hello.
we've got one of the blinds.
Oh,
Just
yay.
me.
You're in the
Yay.
net.
Let me
Who's it?
see if I can fix. Okay.
Ah.
All right,
It
did
is
that come?
Xenos.
It did show up there. Cool. Blech, that's gross.
What'd you do to me?
You nothing. Yet. I'll get to you in a minute. Tim,
What did you do
however,
to Tim?
Tim,
What
however,
did you do to my Tim?
takes 75 points of force damage.
Holy shit.
Oh.
That's not too bad.
That's a lot. Considering that is one attack. Denock, you on the other hand,
How much
Did-
you said? 70?
it was 75 to Tim. You on the other hand,
Yeah, that's
failed
what
the
I was pretty
failed the dexterity saving throw and are on the tip of where this blade would land. So I'm actually only going to say you take 40 points of damage.
Oof.
Still chunky though, I know.
Yeah.
Because you are quite literally on the tip of his swing, it's like a 20-foot thing, and because of the angle, you technically probably wouldn't even be hitting the 20. But it's so close, and with roll 20, you can't get to that exact. So, is Tim still standing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He just can't take another one of those hits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna do another hit.
So that's his first attack. How does he want to do
His
this?
first
next?
attack.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh Lord. Good thing I'm up on the rooftop.
I think he is going to.
That really needs a nerf.
You'll see. I mean, if I didn't crit, it wouldn't be as bad because of the recharge. On it is extremely high.
Still calling bullshit, but
He's actually gonna see that Tim is still standing and be kind of like impressive, and he's gonna turn and attempt to do the same thing to Valinar.
Oh,
Can I warding flare that?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna warding flare that.
Yeah,
you can try.
You spend your reaction and warding flare. He will roll this attack with disadvantage.
Bin luck. I don't care what it is. Bin luck.
Okay.
Are you in range for that?
I think it's a 30-foot
let me look
range.
at the requirement.
Yeah, I'm 30 feet away from Kadia.
It doesn't specify. It just says as long as you can see them.
You would be able to see him.
Yep. So here comes a penalty to John's attack. Boop, boop, boop. -3.
Nice.
-3.
Is that enough?
God, I hope so.
I am not completely sure, actually, because that is with the -3. Sorry, I'm doing math. At disadvantage would be a 19 to hit.
God, that is my AC.
Damn!
That meets
so
my
close.
AC.
And aggressor wins,
close.
unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry. I tried.
You tried.
that's too many.
Come on, dice. Roll over. Just one more.
There we go.
Oh no.
We're about to find out anyway. Come on. Don't lag. Don't crash my computer. Don't lag. Don't.
Everything just died.
There's
death to everything.
Oh wow, that was so much less damage.
Of course.
Yeah, that's
that's fine.
That's 58 points of damage to you, Valinar.
Okay. I'm back below half again.
Hey, at least it wasn't what.
Yeah.
Yes. How rough is Tim looking? Actually, hold on. I'm gonna make him do an inspection check.
Can I bluff to make myself look like I'm better than I actually am?
This is purely on Tim.
Oh, okay.
Because he does know that you healed for quite a bit, and he did not undo your heal. That is a 15, which is a moderate success. So,
He's looking a little wispy.
So he's low.
Above
Above or below
above
3?
a quarter.
Above a quarter. Okay. That's 2 attacks. He will. Yeah, he can just do more damage this way now. He will make his third attack on Tim using his flame tongue.
If you fucking crit.
That I did not, but that's a 23 to hit. He will resist some of this damage, if not all of it. I don't remember if he's resistant to fire or not.
Nope.
So he takes so that's 11 points of slashing damage halved to 6. And
Is it magical? Then
oh, it is a magical weapon, so
yeah, that's what I was worried about.
oof, sorry. So he would take 11
Give me the full
slashing.
damage.
And then 8 fire. That's his third attack.
11 and 8?
Yes.
Okay, now he's below quarter. Actually, a good bit below a quarter. Tim's barely standing at this point.
Then that once. He will use a bonus action again to trigger the lightning to zap through his body, readying himself for the next volley of attacks. Yeah. Okay. That'll bring us to Asta. Blind, are you good to run Asta, or do you need me to continue to Jaeger her?
I got her.
Alright, then I'm gonna close your guys' stuff on my end, and I'll have you guys do your stuff, okay?
Yeah, I will run Asta until Crazy gets here, if she gets here.
Okay. So she basically has 2 options at the moment. She can either attempt to hit John or yeah, because of her sharpshooter, she could try to hit the guy on the roof.
Yeah, and where's she at? I don't see. Okay, there she is.
Yeah, more towards the top left.
She'll try and hit the bad guy on the roof. Sharpshooter, obviously.
Okay. Easier target than John.
Because, yeah. First off, easier target than John. Second off, it's a guy that has advantage on the roof. Like a height advantage. So, sharpshootering. Well, a 23 hit.
It will.
Okay. And that will be 24 piercing damage.
That's gross. That hit, like, strikes this individual, like, through the neck. You think you probably pierced his jugular. He is barely standing.
Okay. And then, she gets 1 attack or 2 attacks?
2.
2, okay. Well, she's going to hit him again because if he's barely up. Well, 27, yeah, 27.
It'll definitely hit, and you don't have to roll damage. If you want to, go for it, but he had 1 hit point left.
23.
Yeah,
23 damage.
Overkill.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah. Okay. And then, let me look at her bonus actions real quick.
She doesn't really have anything that would be usable at this moment other than Hunter's Mark.
She'll go ahead and move Hunter's Mark onto John.
Okay. Well, she'll cast it on John because
Yeah.
she has yet to do so.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, still, it's a better option at the moment.
Yep. All right, and then that'll bring us to Katya.
Yeah. Okay, so this guy next to me, I don't like him being there.
That's not what I
So,
want. At that.
You're fine.
Okay.
You done? Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers as my once per long rest use
That's a wisdom
to try
save?
to get this guy. He has to do a wisdom save and be an 18.
No.
That's a fail for him?
Yep.
Okay, he takes 12 points of psychic damage, and he must use his reaction to move as far from me as possible.
Okay.
So he just
that
runs
does not
straight
mean-
off the roof.
That does not mean jump off the roof. He cannot
No.
move into harm's way. But the other side of the rooftop would be great.
Yeah. So he will move over here as his reaction.
Perfect. Now I can quicken a spell. How many points is that again? 2.
Not
Okay.
a lot. It's honestly ridiculously how cheap it is.
Oh, those points go down fast
I
when
know.
you use them.
Oh, I'm very much aware.
Now that he's away from me, firebolt.
On him?
Yep. 16 to hit.
I'm going to argue that even though you're not, you have your back turned to him, I would say that's probably okay. So yeah, 16 actually would just hit.
Perfect. 18 more points of damage.
He is turned into ash.
Good. Keep it that way.
Uh,
Now that he's out of the picture, I want to try and move out of this effect area.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to end my affliction or not.
It does not. But at the end
Does
of your
not.
turn, you can make a wisdom saving throw if you would like.
Perfect.
No,
18? No?
Unfortunately, is not a success.
God!
because I think it's
Damn it.
19.
Yeah, that's what I said we were going to go with for now. So,
Okay, if I had known that, I would have been luck on it, but okay.
well, sorry, Charlie.
Well, now
Ah.
you can next time. If you're within
If I
4
roll
points.
high enough next time. Okay. That's turn.
Okay. Denock.
Tim will move over here. Come on, one more. You know.
I think. It's fine. He's half corporeal. Sorry, did not mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
I'm just trying to think of how Denock would say this.
Fair enough.
You know, I did think of it while we were on the surface. Valinor using sending. But I didn't say anything about it. Do you want to know why, John?
You'll see his eyes flicker towards you, but his eyes are also currently shifting between Valinor and the Cloud Giant, or Tim, and you as well. You can see he's definitely the trained warrior, not letting his guard down and turning his back to anyone, and he kind of just eyes linger on you for a moment longer than they normally do, and before shifting again.
I thought about it. Long and hard. But at the same time, you know, if you were there with us when we fought Corbin at the city hall, we could have won, you know. We wouldn't have had to rely on someone so much weaker than you to watch him die. No. If you were there, if you hadn't left us, you left us to die. If you had asked us to come with you to help you, we would have helped you. We would have been there to help you. But you just left. You disappeared without even saying so much as a how do you do? You just left. You abandoned us to die, John. And all of this, all the death here, yes, Torben did it. But you let him when you weren't there. Help us fight him. All that pain you went through, I guess it's self-afflicted then. If you weren't. If you were with us, we would have won. We would have won, John. But here we are, in a city of the dead, of the damned. Because you couldn't either trust us, or thought you were fine without us. Well, say something, you bastard!
You watch as that familiar red glint in John's eyes that he normally has when he's fighting turns into a boiling, raging flame. He will respond on his turn.
So I wouldn't have noticed, as I am getting ready to cast a spell.
Okay.
As I'm shouting, answer me.
Okay.
And... Alright, I can't use that here. Shoot. I was going to use the roll 20 thing, but I remembered, no, it doesn't like me. Oh, and it's not prepared on this page. Okay. Do you mind if I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Go for it.
I know, but I need to real quickly switch the spells on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, no
since
worries.
I didn't switch them there, but I have them
When
here.
did you get Lightning Bolt?
I've always had it.
Huh.
I just don't use it.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing. We'll come to it in a minute.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
normally have Fireball going, but
Today he gets a Lightning Bolt.
He picked up both Firebolt and Fireball and Lightning Bolt.
why does that not upcast? Oh, because okay, here we go. I had to choose it on the 6th level slot.
Yeah. Beyond is a little confusing that way. Sorry.
There we go.
And it's loading.
Oh my god!
We'll use the higher one because that's stupid. We'll use the higher damage. So.
Oh, man.
And at the same time...
Okay. Give me. Well, you go ahead and roll attacks. You know the AC you need to beat, and I'll be right back.
Oh!
Woohoo! I think he beat them both. Damn. Oh,
There we go.
What is that?
That's a grand total of 103 points of damage right there.
I think I nuke him.
You think?
I mean, the funny thing is, on that nat 20, 2 of those damage rolls were 1s.
Damn. You blew him away. Now what do you do? Well, there's no more John left to.
Well,
Less
he'll probably
left to
be
pick
up
up.
with 1 HP.
Yeah. With our luck.
If we actually manage to knock him down to 0, that is.
I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so 36 for the lightning bolt. I rolled a 25 and a nat 20 for both spectral bonks.
Yes. Both will hit. So 25 damage
So
and
25.
42?
Yep.
Okay. I have a way to explain the crit. Give me a minute. Okay. Jesus.
It's 103 points of damage on Denox's turn.
Here you like damage.
When I get upset, I get upset.
You watch as the first hit from this cloud giant kind of John leans back and it kind of just grazes on the front of him, and with the impact on the ground he jumps using the impact of the ground and momentum to carry him forward, avoiding a majority of your lightning bolt. And as he's in the air, however, the Tim just backhands him with basically no defenses up with the with his giant mace on his kind of backhand swing.
Okay, so he beat the Dex.
I rolled a natural 20 for John
On
a dexterity saving throw. He has he has no dex modifier.
The only time he could have saved.
But because he is a paladin, he gets his charisma bonus to his saving throws. So he actually rolled a 23, which would have beat your DC because otherwise aggressor would have won in that situation.
Yeah.
Still takes a hearty chunk of damage and is looking pretty rough at this point. But he is still standing. Anything else on your turn, Denox?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, is Widow John gonna have to weigh our hands? Oh.
Oh no.
Shoot. So I saw him attack Kadio, and Kadia cast a spell. How hurt does John look? Do I need
pretty
to do,
bad.
like, an inspection check for that, or
if you would like a more accurate detail of his HP, yes. You would need to do an inspection check.
I will do that.
Well,
Soft 20.
Soft 20. With a soft 20, I will give you, he is come on. I think, hold on, let me see if my math is correct. Yeah. He is technically just under 1/4. So he's 1/4 remaining, or just under 1/4 remaining. He's looking hurt.
Do I want to be stupid?
do it.
All right, I'll
Do
be
it.
stupid. Where is it? And I'm assuming I get advantage since I am
Flanking.
flanking.
But
Are you inflicting wounds?
because of his bonus action, he took it's a flat roll.
Oh, my bad. The first one then. 23.
I only see the 23. So okay. You are attempting to cast a spell, so he will use his reaction in an attempt to disrupt your spell.
Oh, man!
Damn, that would have been fantastic.
I am so glad that it wasn't at advantage.
What was the bonus action that he did anyway? I don't even remember that.
He zippy zapped.
The blade of lightning that's in his hand, the lightning begins coursing through and over his body. He will use the Mage Slayer ability, make an attack as a reaction, in an attempt to disrupt your spell.
God, I sure hope his weapon is one that can be used by sorcerers.
This is the start of a new round if you wish to attempt to warding flare with your reaction.
I will attempt to warding flare. I want this attack to go off.
Wait, does Mage Slayer counteract Warcaster? Because doesn't Valinor have Warcaster?
Yeah.
I don't. This is a legit question right now.
It's
like,
right.
I'm not
so,
sure.
So the way the Mage Slayer ability or feat works is whenever they cast a spell, you can make a melee attack, and if they are concentrating on a spell, they have disadvantage on it. It would flatten out. It would flatten out with Warcaster, and I cannot remember if I made Katya roll with advantage or disadvantage last time.
I believe it was disadvantage.
So it would flatten out to a flat roll for Valinor. However, I think I'm gonna just hit. You said your AC was 19?
Yeah.
I rolled at disadvantage exactly a 19.
Of course.
Damn it.
This is with Flame Tongue. Ooh, that's bad damage. 8 points of slashing and 8 points of fire, so 16 total. And then make a con save. This would be just a flat roll.
Wait, I don't get the advantage from...
Because the Mage Slayer would give you disadvantage, so it's a flat roll.
I thought that only gave me disadvantage on the attack.
That is a different thing. This is an ability that he has.
Okay, 16.
No, you're fine. That's more than the DC, because it was 16, which would have been DC 10. So yeah, you are fine. Okay. You get off your inflict wounds of your 23 to hit, not your natural 20.
Yeah, I'm re-rolling damage since he only rolled the crit damage.
Okay, that's fine.
I think it just auto-rolls crit damage.
Yeah.
It sometimes does. There's settings and things that you can mess with to
change
that, but...
How's that?
That's even better!
Wow.
I need to see these numbers. I'm sorry, hold on one second.
Yeah, look at those numbers.
You got 1 4. Everything else was above a 5.
I see 6 10s. Or, sorry, one of those has to be incorrect, but, like, I see 6 10s on my screen.
There are 2 10s and 8, 2 9s, a 6, and a 4.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
This is chunk damage.
Phenomenal. Is he still standing?
Yeah. How's he looking?
You guys watch.
Wounded?
As John begins to kind of just fall backwards for a moment before planting his boot back into the ground and hurling his head forward. The eyes at this point rolled into the back of his head. I need to look something up real quick.
Oh no.
Because
when he starts.
This is where the boss music actually kicks in.
Oh, you thought I was done? His health bar goes off the screen. Fuck!
Because a sigh of relief. Then he watches John and he starts to get back.
It's like, oh no!
That's not the ability I'm looking for. Where is...
So this is where Eisen's like, you are under my spell all
along. No, that's not this fight. I
don't see the next one.
I don't see it, so I'm gonna ignore the ability or the thing that I'm thinking of. And he plants his boot back into the ground and is still standing, but extremely wounded.
Just stay down, damn it!
Oh, you slave.
I don't suppose I could bonus action punch him.
Sure.
Well, you can definitely try.
Okay. Yeah, you can
All right,
certainly
we're
try.
gonna bonus action punch.
Yeah.
So you do this after screaming, "Just stay down!"
And do I get advantage because of flanking on this one? Since it's just a punch?
You would, but again, it's a flat roll because of the bonus action he took.
Oh, right. I forgot. I keep forgetting things.
No.
No, you're
Nope.
Oh,
That's an 11.
11. Unfortunately, you just punch and... Ow!
Damn it.
Anything
Xenos?
else on your turn?
No, that's literally everything I can do.
Xenos.
As a side note, I'm probably going down next turn, guys.
It all
Xenos.
depends.
You are grappled and restrained.
I am
By a
grappled
net.
and restrained by a net.
Yep.
A net 20.
Let me see. Did we use anything? Nope. Okay.
You just did Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
keep
no.
it simple.
Well, I'm grappled and restrained. That.
Basically, if you take the net, if you can make an athletics check to take the net off. If you succeed, you will remove both conditions.
Okay.
Is that bonus or full action?
It's an action to do that.
So no matter what, John may have a turn.
Yeah.
It's okay. We could just stabilize Valinar later.
If there's a Valinar to stabilize left.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Hey, does this really not have a condition?
What are you looking at?
Thunderstep, because it doesn't have the condition of I can't be restrained or grappled.
So when you teleport, you would
bring along
leave the
objects that are with me.
huh?
Technically, if I choose to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could take it with you, but you could also choose to leave it behind.
I would just choose to leave it behind. I am going to just I'm going to go ahead and cast Thunderstep and just.
Can you put Thunderstep in the chat for me?
Yeah, I can real quick. Where'd it go?
Because I think Tim needs to make a con save.
He does.
I mean, that's the thing he's good at, so...
Yeah, DC
Yeah,
15?
Like, if anything is a...
Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's not something he's good
Is
at.
that the display for you?
But each creature within 10 feet. So yeah, Tim.
Hi.
No. It's from the spot that he leaves.
Oh, yeah, he was on the other side, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so that
no.
fails barely you miss it by 3, so you take 14 thunder damage.
Yeah.
I think it's not that much.
He has exactly 14. Are you kidding me?
No, he has 23.
Oh,
It's a good thing he has a little bit... I was saying good thing it wasn't that much, because
gotcha.
Tim is now sub 10.
Well,
yeah.
Okay. That's
Tim
an
is
action,
looking
isn't
more
it? Yep,
incorporeal than corporeal.
Yeah, that is my action, and then but I use packs on my 2 pack slots. So that's my action, and then my bonus action, since I can't do another spell as bonus action. Or a leveled spell, I should say.
Well, you already used an action.
Yeah. I have a bunch of bonus action stuff, though.
Yeah, you have a ton of it.
Okay, what are you going to do? Save us.
So what we're going to do is...
Oh!
Sorry. Wait, I haven't freaking... I just realized. I'm dumb. Okay. I'm going to...
I mean, we all know that, but what are you talking about?
I know exactly what he's gonna do. I've been waiting for him to say it this entire time.
Which thing? The
thing or the other thing?
Look, the gloves are off on my end. I'm not helping you guys.
I'm going to manifest Echo directly across from me. On the other side of him is my.
There's a
section.
building there.
I'll do it next to Valinar then.
What?
Just like right there.
Just play along, Valley.
Okay. Hi.
Okay, and then I action surge because I'm a fighter.
Yep. What weapon are you attacking with?
I'll be attacking with
Cloud Splitter.
One additional action. So I'm going to just attack with my do. Where's all my weapons at?
Bro!
Pick a weapon, roll an attack at disadvantage. That's what you got to do right now.
Well, if I'm rolling at disadvantage, yeah, I'm just going to. No, that's not what I want. There we go.
Oh my
Disadvantage.
Mage hand.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, at point blank.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
pick your guns at point blank.
All right, well,
Bang
20
bang,
misses.
bitch.
Yeah, 20 misses. It's just this is what gives me the best chance to hit at the moment because Shadow Blade is a leveled spell that I as a bonus action, but I figure I can at least try to hit.
Okay.
23.
Is that at disadvantage? Is it automatically rolling disadvantage? Because I'm only seeing one number on my end.
It's only one, but 22.
Hit.
Ooh,
22 will hit.
Do the damage.
11.
Okay.
Okay, and then
Hold on.
last one.
Well, hold
I
on,
heard-
because he's
Yeah.
on 1 HP. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's on 1 HP
Oh.
because of his relentless endurance. Relentless endurance. However, because he has agreed to help Torben, he has a new ability, kind of an upgrade to his relentless endurance. Called Defying Death. And as you hit him, you can see him beginning to fall back, but as you feel like, oh, it's over, you watch him bear forward again, bringing his head almost so close to yours that you swear he's gonna headbutt you for a moment before he just in your face, kind of releasing this kind of awful breath. Not yet. And then your next attack, your third attack,
Yep.
is a
Hello,
15, which will
bitch.
miss.
Yeah, which is less. So yeah, 15 will miss.
Okay.
But good try.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if I'm attacking with disadvantage anyways.
Yep. Let's see if the recharge thing triggers. It does not. He's smart.
Ish.
He is going to... I mean, he's not super smart, but he's smartish. He's going to turn. Or he's going to stand up straight, and he's going to turn slightly. And he's going to do something you guys are familiar with John doing. He's going to big boot Valinar and attempt to shove him. Valinar, I need you to make a competing athletics check with John.
18.
He rolled a 25. You are
Of course he
shoved 5 feet back.
Okay, I'm fine with this.
With the same foot As he pushes John, he's then going to backwards kind of donkey kick and attempt to do the exact same thing to Tim. Can Tim make a competing athletics check with John, please?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So that's just going to be a strength roll.
Okay.
Oh.
How's a 24 sound?
It sounds great. However, John rolled a 32 and is going to shove.
Oh my god.
He's going to shove him back. Because of the building, I'm going to say he just moves that way. And then John is going to blitz at you, Denock. Blind, you get an attack of opportunity as he passes through your space.
Does he get normal advantage, or
it would still
does
be
he get normal?
It would still be at disadvantage because of. Oh wait, no, it's until the start of his next turn, isn't it? Yeah, it would. So it would be. It would be a normal. It'd be a normal swing. But you would have disadvantage if you use Eldritch Blast. So.
Use anything other than Eldritch Blast, maybe?
Blind?
Oh, I was on mute. Okay. My headphones died, so I had to switch. I'm going to Warcaster Vampiric Touch on him.
Okay. He did not know you had Vampiric Touch or was a Warcaster, so go for it. Yeah, go ahead and roll the spell attack.
Yep. I'm going
to. Please.
Do. It didn't roll yet. Okay, there we go.
It didn't roll the. Okay, there we go.
They rolled an
What
attack.
the fuck?
Okay, there we go.
It didn't roll an attack yet.
12. Eldritch Blast. Why did I roll Eldritch?
What? Eldritch Blast. Why did it?
It's technically the same bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same bonus.
So,
Bonus, but still, shit roll.
yeah. Unfortunately, as you were not expecting him to just body through you.
I'm gonna die.
And your clone, and he will run up to you, Denock, swords in both hands, and he is going to. I want to just out of comedic sake yell, "I was gone for milk."
I have business to attend to. I just needed the milk. Where did you guys go? Swears a blood curse upon us because we left while he was out for milk.
Isn't
the person getting milk not supposed to come back?
That's kind of the joke.
This is what happens when they do.
He is.
That's what my father said 20 years ago.
Really? Please tell me that's a joke.
It's a joke from him.
Yeah.
Okay. Acceptable.
What's he doing?
He is
thinking.
Well, I'm thinking. I'm thinking of how he would say this. He goes, "I waited and waited," and he is going to use his final attack, to hit you. Okay.
Attempt to hit.
So shield is a reaction. If you want to wait, because if he hits higher than what you can shield, you can save a spell slot, but it's also up to you.
Warding flare.
You used warding flare.
Oh no, yeah,
on your
my turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah, never mind.
I'm just using it because I see him coming. I'm just like,
yeah. You're like, no, and you throw up the shield, and
I mean, I know he's gonna hit. He is able to hit me even through the shield with low hits, but just in case,
he shatters through your shield.
He nat 20, didn't he?
He did.
Oh.
Using his flame tongue sword. I waited and waited for you. I went back. Where were you? As it goes through, and you take.
Ooh. Hearing a bunch of not good sounds.
Mm-hmm.
I only have 2d6, so I have to roll them multiple times.
Give me the number. Give me the number.
I did. You take 28 points of damage total. It's between
On a crit?
everything.
That's it?
I rolled very low on the fire damage. In total on the fire damage, I think I rolled 7.
On a crit from a
Okay.
paladin. Huh.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, I guess I'm not done because I gotta do the necrotic damage. Are you resistant to necrotic damage?
No, we never gave me that perk because I took.
Cool.
Remember?
So here comes the extra part of that with the smite. I forgot about that. Thank you for the reminder, by the way. So this is going to be a different damage. Different damage.
I'm the one with the necrotic resistance.
I'm not resistant to
Are you
anything.
retconning that damage?
No, that's you still take that 28.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep, and then you take an additional 33.
Oh, that's worse.
Necrotic damage. Yeah, that's the smite damage is much higher. So
yeah,
the flame tongue deals
save me, guys, save me, guys, save me.
The flame tongue deals 2d6 plus his strength plus 2d6 fire. So in a total, that one dealt that's 8d6, and I rolled garbage on it. 28 total on that with the plus 5. And then the smite roll does 4d8 doubled to 8d8. So
Jesus.
Lot more.
Okay.
Lot more of an oomph. Yeah, because he's blindless raging, he's going to bonus action instead of using the virtue of patience. He's going to use the bonus action to swing the lightning blade.
Mm-hmm.
As his bonus action.
Dodge!
That's a 28 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Dodge harder!
Dodge better!
I can.
Ooh, not great roll.
Is it a 15 or more?
I'm about to find out.
Ooh.
Wait, you have a base 10? AC?
What?
Don't you have a... Is that with your shield bonus?
My AC with shield is 20.
Yeah, shield lasts until the... Oh, well, I guess he said it was destroyed, so I guess...
Well, no, that was just flavor-wise. I rolled like a 26 to hit.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. It was above a 20. Sorry, I lost count. That's...
But
5,
I'm saying...
9...
Does
10,
he do more than 15 hit points?
No, he deals 12.
Okay.
Oh.
Total.
Wow.
How? I'm alive, how?
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna fix that.
Oh, shut up.
I'm gonna fix that. Cause... Yeah, nope, just Xenos and Denoch. You guys, as the sword strikes... Oh, that's much better. Take 9 points of lightning damage as the sword just in the area immediately around him.
I want that sword.
Bye.
Ba-doop.
Denoch, no!
The rest of you see John looking down at Denoch intently.
As I'm going down...
You gonna throw up a mage hand fuck you?
No. Actually, Dinok's going to lean on John.
You kind of collapse into his metal armor. And you slide slowly down.
A bloody hand trail.
And you know what I forgot?
Oh no.
I forgot to have the little baddie guys go. If you're okay with it, I'm gonna have them go ahead and take their turn real quick.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep it simple. They're all gonna both of them are gonna make ranged attacks at Katya.
Did you say both? Oh, okay. I apparently didn't have the other one on the screen.
Him out of the way because he's now no longer in this situation.
I thought he was still there. I thought he stayed around even if you were unconscious. I'm okay with him staying there. I don't remember.
I'm going to put this in the... that's wrong one. My bad. Sorry. Okay, there we go.
This is the Animate Dead spell. I mean, it doesn't say concentration. It lasts for 24 hours. The creature is under your control for 24 hours, which it stops obeying commands you've given it. To maintain control of this feature for 24 hours, you must cast a spell on the creature. This use of the spell.
It does not say anything about...
No, okay. Because it just lasts. I'm gonna say he's still there until he is destroyed, or 24 hours passes, and at which point he just becomes inert, I guess. I don't know. All right, Katya. 4 attacks coming at you.
Oh no.
Well, one of them is a soft 20. The other one is a natural 1. So I'm gonna roll severity for that one.
Ooh, natural 1 hits something else.
Unfortunately, he just misses. I'm gonna say that an arrow flies into the body you left on the roof there. I'm gonna go ahead and roll all the attacks, and then I'll deal damage at the very end. Okay.
Okay.
So that was 1 hit. The other 2.
1 hit.
Will a 16 hit you?
Oh crap! I used Ben Luck recently. No, I didn't. Did I? Oh no, I didn't. A 16 would meet.
Aren't you?
No, it doesn't.
Well, hold on. Because I'm trying to remember.
I'm still hasted.
Is Ben Luck a reaction?
Didn't you use it when?
It is a reaction, yes. I believe.
Because you did use it. Who did you use it for?
I think it was on my turn, because I think he did bend luck on the same strike I warding flared.
You did, and it hasn't been your turn yet, so you don't have your reaction yet.
Hang on, I'm looking.
Because you rolled the 3 and it brought it from like a 22 to the 19 or whatever it was.
Hang on. Oh, no. I rolled it before my last turn.
You rolled it before your last turn? For what?
Yes. That's what I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Dinok went. Then I rolled it. I think I rolled it to try and help Dinok or Valinar.
It was me. Oh, maybe it wasn't me, because your thing's not in my...
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it looks like you used it. It looks like you used it for Dinok's saving throw on my end, which that doesn't make sense because I don't remember you doing that.
I use it for. I know I used it, but then my turn came around again.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you've had a turn since then. Yeah, because you went almost immediately afterwards. Because then you said you would have used Ben Luck. You didn't use it in any of these areas.
Right.
No, I don't see it. So, yeah, okay. So 2 hits.
Yay! That might be what saves me.
That's fine. I don't want to roll. You take this plus 10. There you
Ow!
go, 26 damage.
Jesus!
Or, no, sorry. I not plus 10. Plus 6. So 22 points of damage.
No, ow!
They only have a plus.
I'm not down yet.
Neat, that's their turn. Asta.
Please do something about these damn archers.
Asta is going to shoot him in the back of the head.
Who?
Yes.
John? Okay.
Yeah. Makes sense, right?
Mhm.
Do.
You sharpshootering?
Yeah. I know that'll hurt my chances of actually hitting, but
But it's what Asta would do. Understood.
that's what I'll do, yeah. Oh shit, I forgot I had that ability with her.
What ability?
27.
That hits.
John will take 19 piercing damage.
That's low. I gotta see if I can beat.
That's a 2
The
on the
DC.
die.
Yep.
Also, don't you have Hunter's Mark on him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
6.
And doesn't she have other abilities that come in?
20.
Like Giant Slayer, or what was it?
He does. She does have the Colossus Slayer. He is missing hit points. It's another D8.
Yeah. Another D8.
Every
Why
bit, every bit will increase the DC.
Yeah.
So this is 19, 20, 24. Half of 24 is 12. However, he does have another penalty because this is not his first time using this ability. So he has to beat a con save 17. Ooh, that might not actually be enough. Oh, he's the same level as you guys. What's your guys' proficiency bonus?
5, I believe.
5. So
Yeah, 5.
Yep.
Because I just have to know because Xeno says a lot of proficiency bonus cast things.
4. Ooh, he just beats it. I rolled really low, and or not really low. I rolled under a 10, and he just beats it, and drops to 1. Second shot.
Yep. Second shot. I'm pretty sure he now has something like at least stuck in his helmet from that.
Yeah, it's probably like close to his like his shoulder bone.
Yeah.
Just roll it.
Second shot.
Oh no!
Got to roll
Oh, no.
severity.
Rip.
Oh,
Rip,
God.
don't you dare. Rip, don't you dare. Rip,
Now,
don't
what's
you
severity?
dare.
The
I
severity.
feel like it would hit me
is-
before it hit you, D-Knock. Just gonna throw that one out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or me. It would also hit me.
The severity is a 17. You just miss.
Okay, good.
Whew.
She's got one more attack, right?
Nope. She's not a fighter. She's a ranger. She's just got
Yep,
the 2.
that's probably 2 attacks.
Anything else for her?
I
I don't think so.
don't think so. She'll save a lot of spell slots for when she's trying to get people back up in case Valinar goes down.
Okay. Asta. Or sorry, that brings us to Katya.
Call me Asta again.
Asta.
Okay, Asta.
What are you gonna do?
Debating between an attack or something that he has to try and save on. You know, my odds are pretty high. And I just saw D-Not go down, so Katya's kind of pissed off. So, first I'm going to give myself Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
For advantage.
So it'll be a flat roll. Against
Yeah.
John. Against John.
Right. And oh god, I hope this hits. We'll go with thunder damage.
Okay.
Boom. Please be a hit. Oh.
Total 20.
Can I bin luck my own thing?
Can you?
Fuck it. I have inspiration.
Well, let me ask you. Can you, by the thing description, can you bend luck?
Because all you need is 1 point more.
It says when another creature you see makes an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can use a reaction to spend 2 sorcery points as a bonus or penalty to the creature's roll.
Technically, you can see yourself? Question mark? Does that
I'm
work?
not invisible.
I mean, I'd allow it.
All right. Then
it is your turn. You got your reaction back.
You got the one.
Just the one. I hope that's enough.
21 will hit.
AC is 21. AC is 21.
Exactly 21.
Perfect.
And I did not give you a result, so.
Oh, did it? Perfect. That's some shit damage though, but 34.
I mean, that's what I see every time I use any of my good spells.
Okay, 34.
34 thunder. Hopefully that'll knock him off his ass.
That's half of that is 17. Ooh, this is going to be a challenge. You want to know what the DC for him right now is?
Not good.
It's a con save of DC 27.
Ooh.
He's good at con saves though, so
Jesus Christ, I just rolled a natural 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will succeed actually. Once again, as he takes this massive blow to the back, you can hear John standing, blades beginning to slip from his grasp, but he grabs them once again, and he looks down at D-Not as he slides down the now blood-stained torso of his armor and just, where? Huh? Katya, anything else in your turn?
I have haste, but I can't use that to cast a cantrip.
Correct.
Can
but
I?
You can't. But you can quicken to cast a cantrip.
I'm going to quicken.
Okay.
Boop boop. Spell.
Like you were saying, your
is it still a disadvantage?
Yes, it is. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Stop. Before you do that.
Yes.
We have been dumb and not been rolling for wild magic. But you just used Tides of Chaos, which means I'm giving it back to you. Which means you need to roll a D100 for me.
I gotta do it twice, actually. I forgot about that for some reason.
Well, the Tides of Chaos
57.
one just happens. Do you want that to be the spell or your Tides of Chaos?
Let this one be the spell.
Say now before you look it up.
The spell.
This one is the spell? Okay.
Okay.
57. Okay. Would you like to suppress it?
Yes. That shit.
What is it?
Oh, I'm floating up in the air, guys.
Yep, you are now
again
30 feet.
I hate this one.
You are now 30 feet in the air. And then
doesn't stop me from throwing spells.
Nope. Roll another D100, please.
Yes.
And this one just happens.
Oh shit! 95. Please be good.
I mean, I guess it's a good thing you're trying to cast a cantrip.
Fair.
What is it?
Okay, so I can use my Tides of Chaos again then.
Does it specify once per turn?
It says once per long rest.
Unless I give it back to you.
Unless the DM gives it back, yes.
Then yeah, you can use it again.
Perfect. Then I shall flat roll firebolt, you bitch. 25 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, please, good damage. 17?
17. Half of 17 is 9.
Is 8 or 9?
9. 9 plus 15 gives a DC of 24 this time.
So every time he uses it, it just goes down. It just goes up and up and up, huh?
Good. Before that, however, before I roll that save, can you roll another D100, please?
Gonna get back again, aren't I?
How
many surges can I have? 52. And this one just happens, right?
Yep. You go death.
Great.
You go death.
For 24 hours. God damn it.
Write them down. Mop.
I am.
Well, at least it doesn't silence you for 24 hours.
Oh, that'd
Thank
be a
God.
Thing, right? Oh no.
Oh?
5 on the die.
Oh.
Is
this it?
For a total of 17. John
That's a fail.
And drops to 0. And will fall unconscious.
Which means he's not technically dead yet.
You don't know. I am not going to have us fight these other little guys because they are of no significance to you guys at this point now that you can focus fire on them.
How much fall damage do I take?
Oh yeah, 3d6.
The guy, like,
oh no.
She could just volley them to finish them.
You take 5 points of falling damage.
Okay.
And you're no longer afraid.
And I'm no longer hasted.
Hold on 1 second here. I do need to look at a couple things.
Gonna take all these marks off. Bloop.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that.
Why am I exhausted?
Because that's what happens at the end of
I meant like real life. Why am I exhausted? Holy shit.
I mean, this is an emotional roller coaster.
Hey, Katya, since you got the killing blow, can you roll 2d12 for me, please?
Uh-oh. Sure. 4.
Okay. As the combat kind of comes to an end, your paladin allies return to you. Beaten and bruised, but mostly still alive. The individuals subdued. And I would imagine... go ahead.
I would say once everyone's kind of back together, I'm just gonna... Everyone heal.
18. Thank you.
Too bad I don't
get my that on John.
Bloop, bloop, bloop. No, not him. Fuck that guy. Well,
No,
I mean...
I'm not gonna do that. Considering how long it took us to put him down.
Now that we've knocked him out, maybe that'll be enough to bring him around to his senses?
I think it was 3 rounds.
Huh. Technically speaking, that's like 30 seconds, maybe.
Not even.
A little less than
not even that.
Dear Lord, that went fast.
12, 18 seconds.
18
it wasn't even 20. So I have an idea. While you guys get together, kind of collect yourselves and heal this before venturing forth, why don't we go ahead and take a really quick break?
Okay.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
We will be right back after we have some little bit of step away R&R. BRB. We back. Let's see what happens.
Back, bitches!
Surprise!
Yeah. but we can get rid of that. So what do you guys do after Valinar healed you guys a little bit?
So
you have a moment to catch your
looking down
breath.
at the body. So
Denock is taking both swords and handing them to.
Hey, I want one.
Just a hold until we deal with this.
I would
Okay.
go forward.
You're taking and handing him to who?
To Tim.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not gonna try and wrestle it from him. So looking down at the body, what should we do with him?
He doesn't have any other weapons on him.
Okay. Give me one moment. I do actually have to step away to check on the little boy. I'll be right back to tell you what's on him in a moment.
So, should we just kill him outright, or just leave him? I mean, if we just leave him here until he bleeds out, who's to say Torben won't find a way to rescue him?
Should I make the decision for you?
No.
You are too sentimentally attached to people who betray you.
Well, just say no. If it ever comes to it, that could work in your favor one day.
Okay, I'm back. So other than the two swords that you find on him, the only other thing that you would find on him other than his armor that you would recognize at a quick glance is you would see a barrier ring.
Really?
Ooh.
Huh.
I feel like that's familiar.
I have one.
Katya has one.
Yep. And I almost always have it on now.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a descriptor of it? Do you have the descriptor of it handy?
If I click on the item. Barrier ring. While wearing and attuned to this item, you can use a bonus action to turn it on. While it's turned on, you gain the benefit of a shield, even if you are unable to wield a shield.
Yeah, so as a bonus action, you can turn it on and give yourself +2 AC.
Yeah, I always keep it on.
Mm-hmm.
I kept forgetting, so. And we're always in danger.
So that is that, other than the two swords that he has on him. And then if you guys wanted to collect the things from the roof, you would basically just get 2 heavy longbows, and that's basically it. I mean, none of it's too terribly special. I highly doubt Asta is going to want a heavy longbow, as it's technically more damage, but it's not magical, so her to hit would be less. So
and she really only cares about the 2 hit.
You know, the damage numbers are cool too, but her +17 to hit would drop to like, I think, a +15.
What, Asta?
And her sharpshooter would drop to like a +7, I think. It'd be 5 + 5 + 2. So no, it would be +12. Not the ridiculous plus that she does have. Anyway, those are what you guys would find, and let's not forget the original point of the mission here, which is to destroy the portal that they have been.
Right. We still had to figure out what to do with John, though.
Mm-hmm.
He's not dead.
I turn to the 2 original members with me left.
Mm-hmm.
should. I don't want to kill him. But at the same time,
I don't think there's much of a choice.
I'm torn myself, but when we view it from a logical perspective, if we leave the body and Torben finds him before he bleeds out, or even after, he could just be used again, and who's to say he won't gain even more power the next time? On the same hand, if he was just being manipulated and we killed him, we just killed an innocent man.
but at the same time, he's been through so much at this point.
It would be a mercy.
Question for the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back on the fight, could I tell that John was in his right mind? If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. And given the circumstances, go ahead and roll in a inspection check.
Oh, inspection. Okay.
Yeah, because you're doing it kind of after the fact.
Oh,
How's
nice.
a nat 20 for 25?
Yeah. So, how to phrase this? He definitely acted on his own accord. But you get the feeling that there is something more to why he is helping, something more than just the promise of bringing a loved one back. And your best guess is it's something traumatic. Even for John.
So he's so far broken that... Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, checks don't allow you to just know meta knowledge, but
Yeah,
for a natural
that's...
20, I wanted to give you a little bit more than just... It seemed like it.
Definitely something traumatic, but if whatever that was broke him that much, I don't think we can...
And what you're saying is if he's that broken, there's no restoring him.
But if we didn't try,
Maybe we can just lock him up in a crystal.
But if we didn't try to heal him, wouldn't we just be spitting on the friendship we have? I turn to the paladins.
I mean, he did try to kill us.
Remove his armor. I'm hearing a lot of dice!
Can I detect magic on him? See if he's under the effects of some spell?
Sure, you cast a spell.
Well, we ain't got 10 minutes to ritual, so yeah, I'll cast it.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic. Roll D100.
Bloop, 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 bloop. 49. Oh no. I'm gonna try to suppress this one.
Okay.
Okay, well, what stats are changing today?
Roll a D6, a D4, and another D6, and I'll roll the time one.
6, D4, D6.
All right, so your strength decreases by 4 And your intelligence? No, constitution increases by
4. Holy shit.
That
My constitution.
That'll give you hit points too.
Yeah, constitution just became my highest stat.
It's higher than a 20.
It'll be 21.
Okay, well it's still a +5, so you get the extra what was your con?
My con is at 17 right now.
So it was a 3, so there's a difference of 2. You are level 13, so you get an additional 26 hit points to your maximum.
Holy shit. So do I still
make a note of that, because when they change, you'll lose that HP.
Right. So does the strength still go down 4 points?
Yeah. Strength goes down 4.
Okay.
And your con goes up 4, and then this will last for 4 days.
So all the way to 21. Woohoo!
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I just boosted my HP up to 116.
Yep. Yeah, just make sure
that feels great.
Just make a note of the extra 26. That way, when after the 4 days is over, you reduce it back down by that much.
Okay. Oh, so it's only for a few days. Okay.
Yes, it lasts for 1d4 days, because we talked about this last time this was happening, because you had this one like 3 or 4 times in a row, and your stats were just all over the place, and eventually it began affecting like your ability to like even cast and perform magic.
Yeah.
So like with it being a permanent thing, it's a little bit of a problem. So we're gonna make it a temporary thing.
Gotcha.
So
I also forgot about the fact that I'm deaf.
Yep. I was just gonna say something, but you cast detect magic. The only magic on John, other than him himself.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, that's not true. The 2 swords and the barrier ring.
Okay.
And then there's a dark magic surrounding him and his being. Can you make an Arcana check for me?
Gladly. To find the page for it. Bloop. 15 isn't terrible.
Yeah. Whatever this is, because you are unsure, it affects John deeply and completely. And it is not Torben's magic.
Oh.
That's what you would get with a 15.
Well, it appears he's under the effects of something, but I'm not sure what it is. It's definitely not Torben's magic.
God! My ears. The fuck? Hello? Can you hear me? I'm waving my hand.
I'm looking down at the body still. Katya does not acknowledge you.
Thought I was gonna mind link with Katya and go, do you not hear Deanoch?
Huh? Is Deanoch speaking?
Hello?
I'll look up and kind of look at Deanoch. And just sit there in silence for a moment.
Here's a quick question for you guys. Before we get too much further into this conversation, because I have to know, because otherwise something happens. Does anybody stabilize John? Because
well, if I could have continued my first thing that I was trying to do.
I didn't remember what you were doing. I'm sorry.
I was asking the paladins to remove his armor, and I was going to ask the clerics to stabilize him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll have them do that. Let me make.
Ooh, I can stabilize him. Let me get my shocking grasp ready.
You didn't. They rolled an 18. He is stabilized then. Okay. I do remember you saying that pretty early on about the clerics and stuff, so thank you for the reminder. I just had to make sure because otherwise I rolled the death saving throws for John, which is what you heard me rolling a lot of dice for earlier.
Oh,
I know, but then I was saying it, and then Katya came in.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like a wrecking ball.
As he does. You're fine.
Hang on a sec. Katya yelling is getting annoyed, and we're just gonna...
Dispel magic? Sure. Okay. I'll allow it. Your hearing comes back to you, Dina. Katya.
does that work? Does that work for that?
I'll allow it too.
Okay. Oh, that's...
Oh, this is an
That's better.
Hold on, this is an important question. Your strength didn't hit 0, did it?
No, it's at 4.
Okay. Okay, good.
Because otherwise, I would just be past. I would have gone unconscious, right?
No.
Or outright died.
If any of your stats hit 0, you die.
Ooh. Right.
Okay.
So
Woo-hoo.
that's it. That's why I just remembered that, and I wanted to double check.
Oh, thank God it didn't die.
That's
Now there is always a possibility if I get that effect again and I cannot stop it, that there's a very, very slim chance of it happening, but I could drop to 0 and die.
I mean, it's a 1 in 6 and a 1 in 4.
And a 1 in 6. Well, yeah. 1 in 6 and 1 in 4. And a 1 in 100. Or 1 in 50, actually.
Anyway, you guys stabilize John and do...
Again, specify. Remove his armor and magical
so.
item.
You do so. He is no longer armored. He has
Even lying there unconscious, he's still a hunk.
Oh, you would actually see something removing most of his clothing, at this, technically speaking.
Oh, spicy.
I have to pull up a document now. Hold on. I already have it.
Oh God.
On his left pectoral muscle, you see what looks to be like a tattoo kind of in on his chest. And it's like the yuck emoji face is what it looks like.
Oh, like the poison control shit? Wait, have we ever seen him without his armor?
No.
Hmm.
He's always had a shirt on at the very least.
That's new.
It's that face. I put it in the Discord.
Oh.
Okay.
Why?
Why? You have no idea. Oh my
Looks
gosh,
like
that's
somebody
even
about to...
worse than what's on my phone.
Wow.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you. Oh.
So is this the one on your phone or is it the one on Discord?
Hold on, here's the photo.
Oh, okay.
I prefer the one from my phone.
Yeah, that's very different.
Oh my god. That's funny.
Actually, the one on your phone makes it look like some blushing vampire guy. See the two little teeth? I know those are the corners of his
face.
Yeah. Like
Oh, that's funny.
No, I'll never be able to unsee that. But thank you for that.
You're welcome. So he's got a cute orc face on his pec. Interesting.
Yes.
Do we feel?
Wait a minute. Does that mean he was never interested in Katya because she was female, but because she was a dude? God, I hope I'm not reading into that too much.
So now that you have John disarmed, secured, or not secured, armorless, weaponless, and stabilized, what do you guys do?
Well, as I was going to say before that happened,
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I
I'm
just
going to
remembered
turn
that.
to the paladin cleric group and say, have a few of your men secure him. Chains, rope, whatever you need to do. He's strong. And don't take him directly to the HQ, but somewhere nearby that's defendable. That Zalpip can cast ... private sanctum around. Keep him there for the time being.
And I would say that if you guys would know, or somebody would know at this point as well, that they do technically have some holding cells at the mountain hideout, but the trick would be to get him there before he wakes up. So they would prefer and feel more comfortable waiting for you to do to help with that, right? The group of you.
Okay. Well.
I look around for a building that looks serviceable.
All of the buildings in this area look serviceable, except
Too bad
for,
we can't just teleport.
except for oh, hold on, I gotta hit the right thing. This one.
What's up with that one?
It has a massive hole in it from a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
I wonder who did that.
Audio?
No?
For once, it wasn't me.
Valor's only ever seen Katia do it, so he's blaming Katia.
Ah! Alright, we'll hold him in this one. We'll
Okay.
leave a small number. Like, what do we want to say? How many paladins and clerics do we have?
I have an arbitrary number for you. I don't have exacts.
Can we just say 2 paladins, 1 cleric, just to make sure?
Sure.
And not lose important numbers.
It's fine.
Okay.
You guys would like to attempt to go find the rest of the thing then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys already know the building it's in. I'm going to ask for a couple of checks. One, I'm going to ask for perception checks from everybody.
Oh boy. My strong suit.
15.
Same.
Oh.
5. Yep.
I love how Xenos rolled a natural 1 and still rolled higher than Katia.
This is me actually trying.
And
Xenos does have a pretty decent wisdom, but
I think I know what happens here. I think Xenos trips and falls into one of the puddles, but is like looking up as he fell, and then Katia trips over him.
yeah.
Oh no!
Okay.
You blended in with that water puddle there.
Okay. So 15 being the highest. Okay. Good to know. You guys enter into this I mean, it's the shaded area here, and it's the reason why it's like this is because it is the only one on this map
that has an interior.
come on. Oh, is it loading? Oh my. Roll 20.
Loading.
There. I can't wait till we move and I have better
Ooh.
stuff. So, it has an interior. You guys do not need to go inside to explore. Not really, anyway. You can if you want. You guys do find a couple of bed chambers, kind of like a small laboratory area, and you also find a ring, like almost like a standing mirror that is built of technology and magic stones of different varieties. Dinok, you're familiar with these in terms of these are what power a lot of different kinds of technology that would rely on magic, but you wanted to make portable. Okay.
Mm-hmm. In other words, batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Basically, yes. And go ahead and roll an investigation check, Dinok, and I'll give you advantage considering other people are going to be helping you for the purposes of this.
24. Thank you for the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
So, you actually discover something that is troubling. And what you discover is that there is a lack of note-taking. And looking through the material left in this area, there does not seem to be any detailed process in creating this portal.
Shit.
With a 24 and it being a natural 19, there should be. But you don't know where it is, and you cannot find it, and you feel as though you have given this place a very, very thorough looking over. In addition to that, though, you do find the easiest and most effective way to destroy the portal to the point beyond use.
Throw a Tim at it?
I mean, crushing it is a simple thing as well, but
I would almost say overload the magic stones so that they explode.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that would be probably the most effective way, because then you would also effectively destroy the location as well.
As long as we can get out in time.
Mm-hmm. Child's play for a man of your intelligence.
I turn to the rest of the group. So either we're dealing with someone who has someone else take his notes and they take them with them, or they knew we were coming, took all the notes with them, or he's like me with the most impressive mind imaginable.
Or they were just completely guessing their way through this.
If that was the case, there would be notes.
Or they're receiving their instructions from somewhere beyond the material plane? I mean, it is a portal that's supposed to allow the Sleeping King to come through. What if he's relaying the information directly to them across dimensions?
Then that's one of the worst case scenarios we have.
Because then they could just build another portal fairly easily.
Or another idea is maybe this one's just a decoy, and the real portal is much, much, much larger. And somewhere else.
Or
which would mean this is just a trap.
Or instead of a decoy, what if it's a prototype?
Do you think it's possible that if this isn't the actual portal, that the real one would be down in the labyrinth below the city? And that's where Torben has been going every night?
Possibility.
Well, I think we should smash this one anyway, just to be safe. And then regroup, rest, and see if we can get more information. Maybe we can just venture down into the tunnels below and see if we can't dig it up ourselves.
Question. I just had a thought, and I know Deanoch would have thought of this too. How much magic is in the batteries each, and how hard is it to extract that magic quickly, as in a bonus action to recharge spell slots?
Okay.
Ooh.
It would not be a bonus action.
Full action?
At least. Depending on... It would... If you remember correctly, when extracting... If you remember correctly, which you do, when extracting the magic within these crystals, given the nature in which they were charged, a practitioner has to be ready, expecting, and prepared for it, because otherwise it could be just a chaotic burst of magic, like a wild magic surge. So in order to, so in order to,
so in other words, I could use it.
So no. So the way that so the way that I would rule that is, in order to pull magic from a stone, to recharge a spell slot, it would require a Arcana check, and it would require an action to do so.
I mean, still.
But
potentially. What level spell could I get out?
Make an intelligence check.
Damn it. 13.
I would say, with that, and given your knowledge of these things to begin with, at best, maybe a 3rd level.
That's not bad, though.
And that would be on a successful check, and a fully charged stone. So the way that I would rule that is, you could, if you drain a stone, you could do a 3rd level, 3 first levels, or a 1st and a 2nd level. So
basically, it's a slightly weaker version of Pearl of Power, or yeah.
I mean, technically speaking, it could be a stronger version of a Pearl of Power. And because the Pearl of Power allows you to recover a spell slot up to a 3rd level. This allows you to potentially recover up to 3 spell slots, but of the 1st level variety. However, a Pearl of Power recharges after a long rest or on the next dawn. These stones would be a one and done item.
What happens if you take 2 stones and rub them together?
They make clickety-clack sounds.
They make clickety-clack sounds, and if you rub too hard, they go...
So
wait a minute.
Do we just discover how to make magic grenades?
Yeah, if you rub them together too hard, they actually go.
Ah! Oh, perfect. Okay, we should keep these stones, preferably in separate locations, so they don't accidentally clack together in our pockets. we should find the real portal, assuming there is one, and we'll use these to blow it up.
I mean, I suppose we give them to Zalpip, see if he can make anything better with them.
Ooh. With enough of an explosion, we won't even have to go down in the tunnels. We could just toss that down there and destroy everything and not have to worry. I suppose there.
Let's not.
I suppose there is the problem of the stability above ground.
Tommy, why is the Earth falling apart?
Maybe we should leave that as a worst case scenario backup plan.
I mean, at the very least, we could throw it at Torben if we see him.
Why not just throw it at the city hall then?
He might
He
not
not actually stops what he's doing. His head turns, like in that anime where the heads just kind of creak around to look at Katya. Did you just have the most brilliant idea I've heard in my entire time knowing you?
I don't know, did I?
Dinok will turn, gesture to Tim, who begins floating up.
Hold on, before I forget that comment Dinok made.
Emotional damage!
Okay, fair enough.
The entire time that he's known you, yeah, that's... Anyway.
But no, seriously.
Yeah, Tim floats up.
If Tim drops these anywhere...
Does Tim have a fly speed? Or a hover speed?
Yes, he does.
Ooh, okay.
The
fly of 40. Fly hover of 40.
Very
the most
cool.
difficult part about that plan, though, is getting it above, well, either into or above the town hall, because didn't they say that it's essentially in a big cleared out area where they can see anybody coming?
Hello. Tim goes into the ethereal plane.
Oh, right. But what if they have magic detection?
I mean, if he goes like several hundred feet up and then just drops it.
So even if Torben is building a portal, if we can catch him in the middle of the day when he's just sitting around City Hall.
Unfortunately, I don't think he'd just be sitting around City Hall. He's probably underground. But
He
at the
does
same
go to
time, if we can catch him when he's in City Hall.
Well, he always go. According to Rel, he always goes there for an afternoon meeting with all of his co-conspirators.
But that means he's with Korzar, which means Korzar would immediately detect it, which means Korzar would immediately figure out a way to negate the entire plan. Damn it!
Would you guys like to begin blowing this place up and head back to...
We do take the mana.
Take the stones.
Rock.
Okay.
Take the stones. We can discuss the plan. Maybe even somebody could sneak it in. You know.
I will say you guys have 3 rocks.
Woohoo!
So you guys want to blow it up and begin heading back?
Mm-hmm. Ah!
Alright.
Sorry, buttons were accidentally pressed and things happened.
Yeah. Dinok, roll a d20 for me, just real quick.
Hold on. Question, is that good or bad?
It was above a 10, so you guys get away in time of the explosion.
We feel it.
Yeah, it's a little closer than you would have liked, but you were like, okay, my math was off by 2 points.
My eyebrows! That's okay, I can just put them back with alter self.
Now, everybody make a stealth check.
Oh.
Six.
I'm assuming
Yes, I was going to ask that. Does Asa do pass without a trace?
And the only
okay, well, even with a plus 10.
And the only reason why I really allow that is because I know for a fact Blind had stated earlier that he was going to save spell slots for pass without a trace to get back. So, I'm going to say she does the thing.
Fuck's sake.
Hey,
Play a good thing.
Asta, Xenos, stealth, please.
Yes.
Wake up.
Stealth, please. You are asking for stealth?
Yes.
Maybe.
We are.
I will give you stealth.
We're demanding it. Stealth it.
Pass without a trace, so do it.
Yeah.
Roll the checks. You guys are the only ones left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're waiting on you. Roll.
I know, I was just casting the spell. Wait a half second. I have to switch in between two screens.
Yep. 34.
34 for Austin. Xenos should be coming. I rolled it. Okay, 28.
So the three of myself, Katya, and Valinar rolled 16 as the highest. 16, 15, and 16.
Yes.
And then you two just blip
Blew
out of
away.
existence.
So,
They're like, we're gonna use you as a shield, as shields. If we get caught, we don't exist. You do.
So, as a technically failure because of fails, successes. However, in order for time's sake, as well as not bogging us down with another combat session potentially, I am going to actually just have everybody take, I'll say 20 points of damage for what would be a brief combat encounter, because you guys would be able to defeat them relatively
Question.
easily with
Question.
I'll get to it in just one moment because I know what you're going to ask. I think I know what you're going to with relative ease defeating. Now, if it would drop you to 0.
What I was going to ask was, I did ask in the beginning, could the clerics help us?
I am going
As
to
in, have healed us.
I am going to say no, simply because they probably would have done that during their time fighting the other scrum.
We are dragging John along, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
However, I will say, if you were to drop to 0, drop yourself to 1 instead, but tell me, because Valinar needs to mark off a spell slot for that.
Did the paladins use all their lay on hands too?
Again, I don't have actual numbers for them. I didn't run the combat encounter for them, so I'm going to say yes.
How weak are these guys?
They're maximum level 3, maybe. Maybe level 5. Actually,
why do we put them in charge of guarding John? Oh no.
If I'd known that, yeah, I would have said anything to them.
Yeah, sorry, but they're not you guys. You guys are light years better than that. So is Enoch the only one that would drop to 0 from 20 points?
technically Tim would, but
Tim actually
I've
has
got
a self-regenerating ability, so he's actually probably at full by the time you guys leave again.
yeah, fair. 10 HP a second, or
well, 6 seconds, but yeah. And you guys were probably there for a good half an hour, if not a little bit longer. After the combat, that.
mm-hmm.
Katya, would you drop to 0? Because I know you
No.
were on the brink. Okay, so Valinar just.
Oh, not anymore. Not with that big HP boost I just got.
Oh, gotcha. I technically feel that immediately. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So,
It did all that math for me. I didn't touch it.
yeah. So Valinar, go ahead and just mark off a first level spell. It's not that big of a deal, but it will come into play if something were to happen next time. Because that will bring us back over here.
Dun 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 dun.
I'm gonna change our music to. Eventually, it'll stop and do what I want it to do. Thank you. Your third and potentially final time segment of the day has been completed.
I will go with the guards. We're going to call them that now, just to simplify what we're calling them. And when John is placed in a cell,
okay, I think I'm easy enough to do. And it wouldn't be short. It would be shortly after you guys place John in a cell when he begins to.
Apparently, former President Trump was in Iowa today in Council Bluffs.
we can hear you.
And he. My bad.
Okay.
Good to know. He begins to rouse from his unconscious state.
And I do want to say that I stayed there nearby.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
As he rouses to consciousness and makes his way up into a kind of a seated position.
Basically, I have a chair outside the cell. John sat up.
Yeah, I'm actually particularly looking for. Actually, the kind of like the tattoo on his chest as he sits up and kind of looks around and looks at you, kind of see chest now. You would actually see that kind of vomit-like face from before.
To what?
It looks more like it looks more like a
neutral
stunned or dazed, kind of neutral like face, like a face of somebody who is literally on 1 HP.
Why does he have a tattoo that shows his physical well-being that he keeps hidden under all of his armor? That's kind of weird.
You're
okay.
Not there.
Nope.
It's a mistake to keep me alive, I guess.
At the same time,
anyway. He kind of leans back against the wall.
I guess. Oh, jeez!
Ah! That might have been my fault. I'm sorry. I was adjusting my mic.
It caused my cat to go flying across the room. And I'm pretty sure she didn't even hear it.
Anyways. I honestly don't know, and I don't think I want to know. If I could kill even a former friend in cold blood.
Kind of scoff. Exactly what I mean. Understandable.
It has been done before.
You're not there!
Fine!
Enoch wanted a one-on-one with John. Non-combat environment.
Yeah.
We sleeping.
So now what, Enoch?
I suppose you have taken notice of what is outside your cell.
I mean, he would see you. Is there anything else you're particularly referring to?
The private sanctum.
Oh, can't he see out of it?
He can.
Yeah, so he wouldn't really notice anything. You standing there. About it.
I've prevented all outside interference from occurring, shall we say.
I believe you can prevent Torben from coming. But I don't even think he'd attempt.
He is the type to just toss away any tool that no longer works for him.
Well, that and getting a little closer to my mic. If we exclude you guys, there are 3 things on this island that can beat me. Now that you guys have taken me out of the equation, Torben's gonna know you're here. Which means he won't sanctum comfort of his whatever you to call it.
Home away from home.
Sure, I guess. You're gonna go after him soon, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Whether we succeed and kill him, or the lot of us die, and the end of the world occurs. Because these islands are going to fall. Unless we stop it.
I know more. Torben's trying to speed up the process. At least for here. Give you one piece of advice. As an old friend. when you confront Torben, always watch the flat surfaces, floors, walls, etc. And with that, he will kind of lay onto his side and roll over, putting his back towards you.
For what it's worth, John. As Dinok is standing up. I am sorry.
He doesn't respond, and I imagine you begin walking down the halls towards your chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're going to go ahead and call it for tonight.
Perfect.
As the rest of you guys begin to go into your long rest. And I will say you guys will complete a long rest. That way we can begin right at the beginning of the day next time.
Perfect. Again.
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these so that we're good.
Long rest
Alright,
complete.
guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out again.
We've got to keep track of our progress.
Yeah.
That was a really fun fight. Definitely a challenge being faced with a old friend turned enemy.
Yeah.
And
But we're not dead.
Correct.
We survived somehow.
We will survive.
I mean, yeah. There's
Yes.
the encounters. Well, the encounter was created in a very specific way with a very specific mindset, and you guys chose to not do the way that I even basically told you to do it, so it's very survivable. But anyway, guys, we'll be back I think tomorrow with Monster Hunter ?
I'm praying.
I think so.
It's been too long. If I don't get Monster Hunter in me soon, I'm not playing D&D.
Yeah, I get you. It'll be soon, if nothing else. And then I'm planning on buying some games before the summer sale goes away. I got like a week-ish. And once we get moved, I'm hoping to have a little bit more of a consistent streaming schedule.
And stream some of those. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll see what I pick up into and things. So, all right. With that, though, we're gonna go ahead and get off of here for the night. You guys enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next time. Good night.
Night all.
See y'all next time.
I know.